Trauma can occur to you and vicariously to your loved ones. I interviewed Scott and Liz Brown. Scott was a law enforcement officer and his partner was shot and killed in front of him. The trauma affected both him and his wife. Today, I'm going to show a clip of how they've been able to move on after the trauma. This idea that people that have been through it and identify it now as I've, I'm in post-traumatic growth is one area people will talk about is that they found these new possibilities in life, new things that they're now doing that are helping other people. And that's what I'm hearing you say as you're talking about all the things you're doing, you're speaking tours and all this. But you've also done more as I'm reading. Can you tell us more about the different involvement, foundations, things that you're doing?
You're right afterwards. One of the things that we realized fairly quickly was that sharing the story and helping others was crucial for us as well. It's kind of a two-sided thing. The first time I got asked to speak in front of a crowd, it was at the cops. They call it their Black and Blue Ball. It's here for Northern California. 700 and something people, and I was terrified, but for some reason I said yes. Michael Stoltzman, the little guy that he talked me into it, and I'm glad I did. I mean, it was one of those things where that actually kind of started us down the path, because afterwards I could not walk anywhere without somebody in this conference, either I knew or didn't know, like hugging me, sharing a story. But it was amazing. And so we started that, right? And the journal is what started the book, which, cops and their speaking thing is the one that kind of got us down that road. But we also wanted to do stuff locally. And so one of the things that we each did, with Susan Oliver, we started the Danny Oliver Foundation. And the idea was several prong was to keep his name alive. But also we wanted to, as a POP team member, it was about the community. And so we wanted to reinforce that and help our community. And so several things that we did was we had scholarships for kids for the academy, because like I said, Danny grew up in a little bit rougher neighborhood, and we wanted to hopefully get people into law enforcement that couldn't normally get there, right? Because it costs money to go to our academy. It's kind of like going to college, and it's not free unless you're already hired. And so we didn't want it to exclude people that would be great officers that just couldn't afford it. So we did the scholarships, but we also did other things. Anytime there was a fallen, we would help that out, the families. And then Liz started the Spouses Association, like she said, just blessing our department with support, and founding stuff like after shootings in our department, we always have a CISD. I'm sure most departments do, but it's for the officers. Well, thanks to Liz and her partnership with the chaplaincy and everybody else, now we usually have a CISD for the family as well. And it's slightly different format. It's more of a debrief type thing, but now the family can be involved and they can share their concerns and feelings, all because of what she did. And they'll come beside fallen officers, but also, they don't just do the bad, which that we've had, not just fallen, but if somebody's hurt or cancer or whatever it is, and they need a meal trainer, they need a house cleaner or babysitter, they're there for that. But they'll celebrate births and weddings and stuff like that. We love meeting people and going out there and trying to, do good, because one of the things is if we sat on this and didn't share our experience, to me, it felt like that the bad guy won again, right? That it was for nothing. And we couldn't have that. I wasn't going to let that happen. And so, we say it all the time. Our experience, it's unique to us, but it's not unique overall. Nationally, right? 143, give or take, officers killed in the line of duty with similar stories. I think the only thing unique about us is our willingness and ability to share it, really.
Well, and there's so much. We said, like we kind of said, took about 7 years for Scott. I mean, he's not 100% healed, but to be in a better place. I thought, what if we can share our story and then it's somebody else, it won't take as long. It took us 7 years to find maybe the right therapist or other groups or other organizations or retreats and all this resources that we got. If we can share what we've learned, maybe it'll help somebody's path to healing not be as long. And that's what we kind of, from that very first day when we're like, gosh, there's got to be something good that comes out of something so bad. because this is so bad. And we couldn't, like he said, we couldn't sit in the bad. Our kids are thriving. And for a long time, I feel like as a family, we were just surviving. So I'm really grateful that we've been able to kind of take a step back and really focus on the five of us as a family, as well as we can continue helping others. And we are so grateful when anybody like yourself wants to speak to us, because like I said, I wish I had heard more people and more stories, because when it came to our turn, maybe it wouldn't have been so unfamiliar and we would have been so lost if I had just heard somebody talk about it. That was an advice one of our chaplains had given me, is your story is going to help somebody, because when the time comes that somebody else is going to be in a scenario, they can remember what you said about whatever it is that you had to prepare for, or you took care of your family, or how you were there for Scott. And I thought, okay, because it's true. Everything was new to us. There was nothing I could pull from. So if anybody can learn something from us, and that's been some of the feedback I have gotten, is thank you. So thank you for speaking to us, and letting us have the chance to kind of share.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, this is a short clip of the entire interview. If you want to see the rest, please watch it on my channel. If you have any comments, please put them below. If you want to like this video or share with others, that would be very helpful. I hope to see you in the next video where I explain more about post-traumatic growth. Thanks for watching.